Attention, attention, New York City.
Oh, baby.
May 9th, we're doing the Town Hall Theater in New York City for the AYG live show. Biggest show we've ever done. Stand-up comedy, plus we play a little AYG with the crowd. Grab the squad. Come out and see us.
Yeah, gang, all tickets are available at rugarbage.com. Get them now. They're going to go fast. We love to see you there.
Welcome to another exciting edition of Are You Garbage? The show where you find out if your favorite comedians are classy individuals or absolute trash. Now, here are your hosts, Kevin Ryan and H. Foley.
Hey, everybody out there, and welcome back to everybody's new favorite podcast. This is Are You Garbage?
Oh, yeah.
It's that little show we sit down with your favorite comedians, and we find out if they grew up to be classy.
Yeah.
Or if they're just a big old piece of trash.
Trash.
I'm your host, H. Foley, coming at you on a festive day. We're out back here at Tootie's in the new edition. Christmas season is full swing.
Uh-huh.
My co-host is coming at you from
And you're dressed for Halloween. What the heck are we doing here, gang?
You know what? I looked in your eyes and you weren't getting a Tootie this week. I didn't like it. My co-host is coming at you from across the table. It's what we call a family episode here in the community. Just the boys, the bozos, and the homies, just the way we like it. Give it up for Kippy, Kevin, James, Outlaw Ryan.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in, gang. Please make sure you rate, review, subscribe on iTunes. Full video available on YouTube. As you know, those numbers are cooking. Then obviously the greatest website of all time. I didn't like that. www.patreon.com/RUGarbage, gang.
Yeah.
You go over there, you get all your stuff you need. It's a party. Hey, we're on the fritz over here. Hey, somebody pull me out and blowing me, huh?
Looks like you got the Folsom Prison Blues on your mind over there, cowboy. How about a nice quick shout out to our
before I turn you into a pie.
Why?
You're dressed like a pumpkin.
It's just polo. I believe Tim Dillon has the same one as well.
Okay.
The Tim Dillon
You, my friend, are no Tim Dillon.
I'm not. Man, he's been killing me lately.
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
How about a nice quick shout out to our producer extraordinaire, the old magic man. Works the ones, the twos, the threes, and the fours. He crosses the T's and he dots the I's. Kippy may be dressed apart, but he's the fastest gun in the East. Give it up for T-Bone McScruffins. Toby McMullen, everybody.
What up, dudes?
What up, T-Bone?
Really trying to work that denim, huh, big man?
Yeah. Tested well in the focus groups.
Who, Patty?
What's he wearing?
All right, bounce me 3 bits. Go.
I tell you, that Patty Foley really living her best life out there.
Sure.
Woo, tripping the lights, fantastic. Traveling, staying extra days.
Okay, Jersey ain't traveling.
She's down in Texas.
Down in Delaware.
She was down in Texas.
Oh, yeah?
Doing spots at the mothership. Kids making moves, I tell you.
Do you know Joe Rogan? Do you know my fat son?
Which one is he? I'm sorry.
I got a little something I want to get into.
Lay it on us.
A little more hard feelings-esque, but we can roll our sleeves up and get into it.
Please.
I was out to dinner with my family, the whole lot of them, 13 of us. You got me, you got my wife, you got my mom, my sister, brother-in-law, their kids, brother, sister-in-law, their kids. Right?
That is a lot of chicken tenders and buttered noodles.
Oh, you ain't lying. Shout out to it, by the way.
What's that? The chicken tender?
Oh, man, I'm always too treat. No, the nuggets or anything. The fries.
Sure.
Whatever the kids get, I'm dabbling in.
You picking up this check, Kip?
No.
All right.
13 people. What are you, nuts? I'm upside down in a house in the burbs picking up the check.
Get me and the 4 little ones. So I'll take you.
I could have.
Who's drinking all these Shirley Temples?
Fucking five Shirley Temples and a lemonade every time.
Did I get them?
Yeah.
Really?
Shirley Temps and a little one don't like them. She gets a lemonade.
How many are they allowed to have? Just one?
It depends how many
It
adults.
depends if they're driving.
I got big wheels outside.
You got a meeting tomorrow?
In those instances, the parents are relaxed. We're all at the one end. We're having it's kind of, and they're old enough to just order on their own.
No
3,
shit.
2, 3, I don't know.
Wow.
It's also, I think at that point, it's like
We got one.
I think it's like the wheels are off. All the adults are drinking, so it's like, hey, finally, fucking, you guys talk to each other. We're down here.
We got one, and that first one, as I don't got to tell you guys, that went down quick.
I was never a fucking ST man myself.
Whatever you got, the soda.
Cakes.
Yeah.
And I had no governor.
You didn't like
on
a Roy Rogers with a little cherry juice in there?
I don't know what that is.
It's a Shirley Temple, but with cola.
No, I was
called a Roy
give me
Rogers.
a Coke. screaming.
Huh.
Yeah, 2 straws so I can get it down quicker.
Holy shit.
So I can mainline this thing.
Hey, that grenadine's no joke.
Have you ever heard of a dirty Shirley?
I went to school at one. Was there just vodka in there, probably?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, right, okay, we're having a few cocktails, me and the adults, right? I'm at the end of the table.
Head of the table?
No one's at the head. I'm at the end.
Okay.
Right, I'm on the flank, as you would call it.
All right.
Right, I'm the last guy in. I'm quarterbacking it a little bit because that's where the waiter's coming to, you know what I mean, for kind of everybody.
I've assumed head of the table status.
Yeah.
I've.
Me and my brother all flip-flop on it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you take it.
Huh.
I have it. You take it, you know.
Still not picking up the check, though.
What?
You got to pick up the check if you're at the end of the table.
Not at my house. No.
I asked for a high chair just to keep things even.
keep it on an even keel, baby. Got a booster seat.
Oh, what's going on? They put a chair on the end for me. It's like, yeah, you won't fit in the booth, man.
That's true. I'm in booths though.
That's go. You are.
I haven't run across a booth that I couldn't get in a while.
Mm-hmm.
They're not comfortable.
No, yeah.
No,
You're in. You're part of the booth at
I'm
one
in
point.
there.
Yeah.
There's a Waffle House that would like to speak differently.
I push it out. If it's locked in, I would. Fucking, what is this, a fucking panic room? Let me get some little give on this, will you? Jesus Christ.
Got a fucking salt shaker in your belly button. So waiter seems newer, a little flustered. Definitely not the man for a 13-person table.
Sure.
And I get, or you know,
come in together all at once.
Yeah. Bang, sit him. But we're also like, and he was kind of doing. He's like, hey, we can get the kid stuff in now, get them situated.
Love
you guys
it.
can chill. I'll drop.
Love
drinks.
it.
It was good. I think he was just, you know, it wasn't a.
In his defense, you got. That's a 2-man job, especially getting the order in and getting everybody situated.
Sure. And a manager did kind of come over and help flex. He had run it. He did a good job, but it was a little. He was a little just forgetting stuff, and, you know, he's like, dude, at one point, which we don't care. Like, we're not a fucking, we don't make no noise.
How do you forget when 12 of the 13 people all order the same thing?
There was a lot of burgers going around.
It's just chicken parm as far as the eye can see.
So, I mean, we're all, you know, blue-collar, working-class people. Everybody's waited tables in my family. Everybody, you know, something. So, no one, and it's also like, hey, as long as we're just chilling, drinking, like, you know, we're not like, we don't have a show to get to. We're like, it's not like we're catching dinner and a show, and we're like, hey, the show starts at 8. Like, we're chilling for 3 hours, whatever. Like, there's no rush. We're chilling. So the guy is just a little wonky, and we're like, you know, he'd leave, and we'd all be like, what the hell is that? All, you know, it's just, you know, he's just making it weird the whole time. So, and he kept forgetting drinks, and I get that, because he would come, and with my family, you better fucking, hey, I don't keep the chicken marsala, give me the fucking Bud Light.
Put the silverware on the back burner. Just keep the fucking Manhattans coming.
So we're drinking beers, and I'm pretty heavy into the. This is where he keeps forgetting them. So he'd be like anything else? We're like, oh, that one IPA or that and he'd go, oh right, yeah. And it's just, you know, no one's holding it against him. He's in the weeds.
You running dry at certain points?
So, once I realize the slowness of it, I get ahead of it.
You're doing 2?
Not 2, but like if I'm halfway done and someone else is getting one, I'll be like, throw a Bud Light on that too.
Sure.
So it gets down to the end, and I order. We're like wrapped up at this point, and I go, can I get just one more Bud Light? And he goes, and my brother goes, yeah, I'll do he was doing an IPA or something, or Corona or something. So he's like, yeah. So 5 minutes goes by, we're talking, you know, whatever. He comes back.
Check dropped?
With the check.
Ooh.
And goes, if there's nothing else, you know, here's the check. And I go, I'm just still waiting on that Bud Light. And he goes, I brought it. And I'm like, I don't think you did. And he goes, I can assure you, sir, I brought your Bud Light. And now I'm like, you just threw down. I'm like, well, where is it? I'm like,
9-year-old at the end of the table.
Got a cherry in it to play it off like a Shirley Temple. I'm like, I didn't get it. I don't have it.
At that point, you just say, all right, well, can I have another one?
So then he goes, I was taken aback, I think, is that I can assure you.
You were drunk.
I was pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
And I might have had it. I don't know.
Are you serious?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so, but this
Cans
guy,
or bottle or draft?
cans. What kind of place you going just giving you cans at the table? What the hell kind of gin joints you eat?
Got them
at?
aluminum bottles.
Oh, man, those things.
What am I, at a Sox game? What's going on here? Wait, are they drafts?
Drafts.
Ooh, you drinking Bud Light drafts?
They were going down.
God damn.
What?
That's brutal.
No, it's great.
Gotta have that in a bottle.
No.
Draft.
I'm a can man myself, but at dinner I class it up a little bit. To me, there's only certain things you can drink in a bottle at a day. It's got to be a elevated beer or a Corona. So you can't be drinking.
I think a straight Budweiser always looks good on any table.
I agree. Wait, why Corona?
It's a little festive.
What do you
You
mean?
know what I mean? It's a little different.
Corona never draft. Bottle, for
Yeah,
sure.
Corona's
Oh.
made out of a bottle. That's why it's like
Without
Yeah.
question. But,
Yeah.
but I'm saying, why does Corona cross the acceptable?
because that's a bottled beer. You don't pour that into a glass.
I'd be with you on that. I don't know if that would look all right. I think an
The
American.
lime classes things up. Let's not
That's
get
what I'm saying.
twisted.
So Corona's fine in a bottle, is what I'm saying.
All right.
What if you're at a nice Italian joint? You can't have a Corona. You could have a nice.
Well, if they got it on
Budweiser.
a menu, I'm not bringing my own,
All right.
right?
No,
Okay. So he goes,
an Italian place with a Corona on the table is whack.
Yeah, well, then why are they?
You gotta
I don't think
you
they're
gotta
serving Corona.
You got a Peroni. Oh, okay. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say an Italian restaurant isn't serving Coronas.
Fell enough. Probably a Peroni.
Yeah, probably a Peroni.
Gentleman's
Which
beer.
looks all right on the table. What about Heineken?
Heineken's
I hate
okay. You don't like
Heineken.
Heineken, but yeah, Heineken,
I think
Sure.
Heineken go
with
on
a
the table.
glass. At the bottle and the glass is there.
especially this time of year.
Sure.
Oh, a Pilsner glass with a frosted Pilsner's glass with a Heineken.
Good night.
Around the holidays. Woo-wee. I'll give you the Christmas spirit.
They always give me I have them linked to heartburn and indigestion and throwing up because
That's every beer for me.
every time you go, that's the only beer they served at the after hours clubs in Philly.
Ooh.
So you go from 2 to you're drinking whatever, and then you get there, and I shouldn't have been there. You know, I'm like bubbling up already, and I try to hammer down it. It's like going down like rocks.
Yeah.
So he goes, I can assure you, sir, I brought it.
Damn, what the fuck? What's with the attitude?
I know. Why not just go?
It's a monster
Oh, my
check,
bad.
too.
Oh, big check. And he goes, I don't.
Hey, my mom's not paying.
She didn't slave to get her fucking adult sons drunk for me to get this attitude. But it was also one of those things where like everybody kind of turned away because it was like, it was weird enough that he put it.
Man, they all iced you.
There are only 2 words in the service industry that would give you the confidence to say something like that. That's automatic gratuity, baby.
Yeah.
It's true.
Party of 13, that's an auto grad 18%, brother.
You ain't lying.
That's true.
I'm
Damn,
dragging ass and
yeah.
I'm getting paid.
And it's already done.
And that means he didn't get the vibe the family was going to add a little extra.
Yeah, we're ordering Bud Lights and chicken fingers. I don't know what to tell you, kid.
13 people, 8 for $85.
You drew the short straw, man.
That additional gratuity line's getting redacted. What a black stamp.
To whom it may concern. So I'm like, that's weird, and everybody's like, oh, it got like tense, and the manager's he goes, if you want me to add one, I can, and I was like, nah, no need, but you didn't. Now I'm like, you didn't bring it. You know what I mean? Like, you
I
just.
think you know your beer intake enough.
I would assume so.
In my head, this whole conversation is happening while you're holding 2 beers.
You're a liar, sir.
Also,
Got 2 in his feet like a gorilla.
Also, we got to a bar after that, and I sculled the first one. I'm like, maybe I did drink that beer. I'm like, I looked at how quick I deleted that one. I was like,
Either way.
Either way, you just go, oh, do you want? I can grab another one for whatever. Like,
Yeah, as
he
a server.
he threw me he's like, well, now we're in a debate, and it's not fair because I'm drunk.
And sir, please put your shirt back on.
So I'm like, all right, and then all what I don't like, right? So I'm like, nah, I do the polite thing. Nah, it's okay. He's like, you sure? I can add one I can go back and add one to the bag. Buddy, no sweat, all good. I thought, whatever. Maybe I drank it. I don't know. Like, I dove on the grenade and was polite and, just move forward. He then goes, so then the manager's next to him and hears this. And the manager's at the other table, like opening a bottle of wine or something. And the manager goes,
For refined people.
the manager goes,
Check your right pocket, dickhead.
He goes, I'll buy you a beer if you need one. And I went, you'll what? I go, what? For now I'm offended financially. I'm offended as an alcoholic. I'm offended as
Let me run it by your mom first.
Yeah, I can buy you a beer if you need one. I go, who?
I can buy you a beer?
I go, I can buy. Now I'm like, now I'm doing that thing. I'm pulling out credit card. I can buy a beer. You know what I mean? Like,
Mom.
Let me hold 20.
You pull a purse up on the table? Tell me. You're reaching into it. Dirtball.
I can afford a beer if you spread it over these 2 cards.
See this? This is the Discover card, sir.
Hey, when do you guys submit these to American Express? I got to move a couple things around. Yeah, and I go, no, it's okay. And he goes, now all the other tables are like, it's a, and I'm like, no, man, it's okay. And he goes, he said 2 times, I'll buy you a beer. If you want me to buy you a beer, I'll buy you a beer. I go, even if you are the manager and you're trying to smooth, just say, let me grab you a beer. Don't say you'll buy me one, because now you've introduced money into it like I can't afford a beer. And don't tell me I can't afford something, because I'll buy 10 of them. Yeah, I was fucking flabbergasted.
Huh.
It should be on the house. I'll get you one on the house.
I'll grab you a beer.
Yeah.
No, not even that. I'll grab you a beer. I got you.
Yeah.
Or just go get it and just put it down.
Here you go.
It's a fucking Bud Light draft. What are we talking about?
2 nickels?
Yeah. Give me a break.
I
know them lines are dirty too.
I was thoroughly embarrassed.
Whoa.
Yeah. I can assure you I brought your beer. Also, if you need me to buy you one, I will.
Were you wearing that jean jacket?
I was in my finest black t-shirt.
Did this come across Mom's radar?
Yeah, everybody. Dude, the whole back, we were in like a back garden of this, like, the outdoor seating.
And do you know anything about the finances? Was the gratuity added already?
Yeah, 13. Yeah, that's added.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Yeah.
But that's as far as you know.
As far as I know, yeah. And
did she take any offense to it, or?
I mean, everybody was just like, that was crazy fucking awkward.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, that could have been every one
That's
of those.
That's not going to affect her, though. She's gonna do the right thing always.
Oh, yeah. I think we even juiced him again on top of it.
God damn it.
Yeah. I mean, he did well. He just copped a fucking toot at the end.
Sure.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I don't, I understand it's, but just fucking give me the beer and let's move on. Why cause a scene?
You know what that means? You look like a bozo.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Man.
Not good.
No.
This guy doesn't even think I can buy a beer.
Do you remember when the check was dropped where it was put?
In front of me.
Really?
Yeah, and I went.
See, that's interesting.
Yeah, he thinks I'm paying for it. Yet he's still going to fucking stiff me on a beer?
I mean, I'm guessing 13 people, that's probably, it's well over 500, creeping towards a G.
I think it was like 700-800.
Yeah.
And he can't
and
give
he puts it in front of you.
Uh-huh.
So he had the respect thinking you were paying.
Which he was wrong. This guy's been wrong all night. How can I trust him? He thinks I got 800 for dinner?
Holy shit. And
not
then
buying
still
these,
hit
not
you.
buying these not no
Just
kids.
because, I'm a dirtball. And you don't slap the hand that feeds you. So
right.
if I'm even if the guy's a dick, not saying that you were, but
you're insinuating.
I can assure you,
If I
am not.
If I was a dickhead,
but if I'm putting the check, even with the 18, with the gratuity added, I'm still expecting a little juice. So I'm not gonna fuck that up just yet, unless I've ruined the meal, which I've done plenty of times when I was working.
Sure.
Just fucked it up. Just forgot everything. But if I'm handing it to you, now if the check was already dropped in front of mommy, and
why do we have to call her that?
and you pipe up, then it's well, I got
But
you.
it was ordered prior to this.
Yeah, but still, running his
It's
mouth.
not like he dropped the check and I'm like, oh, give me a beer.
Dropping the check in front of you and then giving you attitude is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know how you deal with a guy like that. That guy got nothing to lose.
I know, guys. This guy's playing by his own fucking rules,
Yeah,
man.
Yikes.
But it is what it is. And, just thoroughly embarrassed at the whatever.
Did he tussle your hair or anything when he dropped the check?
Pulled my ear, fucking rubbed on my earlobe.
You don't need another one of those. Huh? I don't want you pissing the bed later.
How about a Shirley Temple, huh, buddy? Yeah, it was
Machi.
that is what it is, you know.
This is Pretty Litter.
Shout out to Pretty Litter.
All you cat mommies and daddies out there, and I know there's a lot of them, you want to take care of the little angel as best as you possibly can, and I'm going to tell you how to do that. It's with Pretty Litter. You guys know that you're huge cat lovers. That's why we're obsessed with today's sponsor, Pretty Litter. That was copy. Tried to make it off the cuff. Didn't work. Pretty Litter, still a great product. Put the little tinkies in there, tells you anything wrong with the kitty cat or not. Plus, it lasts longer and makes the house smell great.
I don't think I saw tinkies in the copy. In addition to making sure you're informed about your cat's health, this litter also traps odors as well. It tells you have potential illness in the cat, such as UTI, kidney issues, and much more.
It's great.
You can have family and friends over for the holidays without worrying about they secretly think your house smells horrible. Yeah,
You ever smell that? Somebody, you walk in, somebody's cat litter stinks.
Hey, puts.
Not with Pretty Litter. You wouldn't even know until you see the little baby come around the corner. Coochie, coochie.
Pretty Litter. Oh, God, stop doing that. Pretty Litter is lightweight, low dust, and 1 6-pound bag works up to an entire month without clumping, baby. They
Crazy.
take care of you.
It don't clump. I'll tell you that. It's great.
You can count on Pretty Litter to keep your house smelling fresh and clean. Go to prettylitter.com/garbage to save 20% off your first order. That's prettylitter.com/garbage to save 20% off your first order. One more time, prettylitter.com/garbage. Terms and conditions apply. See site for details.
Okay, let's talk about sheath underwear.
Woo, put my D and my B's in 2 separate pouches. Call it a day.
You've been sticking your little 2-incher in them for a long time now.
Inch and a half, but sure.
It's cold out there. Gang, sheath underwear is the best in the biz. They've been a sponsor since Jump Street. We love them. Developed by a veteran.
Shout out to
over
Robert
there,
Patton.
Over there in Iraq because it was getting sticky down there. His nuts were sticking to his leg.
Army Sergeant Robert Patton.
Now he's got the pouch. You throw it in there. Underwear look great. They feel great. Do yourself a favor. Pick up a pair.
It's a game changer. I never really ever thought about it, whatever underwear. And I'm a bigger guy. I know we got a lot of bigger guys walking around. You got to care that antimicrobial, the smell. It takes care. You can wear them 2-3 days in a row without nothing, without batting an eye at them.
Be our little secret.
My schlong looks and feels amazing. I wouldn't say look. It looks better. Yours will too. Stock up on sheath underwear and give those crown jewels some airflow. Go to sheathunderwear.com and use the code GARBAGE to get 20% off your first order. Plus, Sheath Underwear's 100% money-back guarantee. That's sheathunderwear.com, promo code GARBAGE. Get Sheath Underwear. Support the show. Support your balls. Love you, Sheath.
Yeah. Real quick on that, on the booze thing, and I don't want to let anybody down. I don't know if it's just that I'm getting older, if it's the Ozempis or what it is.
I'm switching to heroin.
Less calories.
Switched. I can't do IPAs anymore.
I've been off them for
Sucks.
a year.
I can't. Unless it's got to be 33 degrees. It's got to be screaming cold.
I don't like the way they make me feel the next day. I'm like, mum. First of all, they fuck me up. Like with Bud Lights or Bud Heavies or PBRs, like I can ride that dragon. I can manage them the whole time. IPAs, the exponential growth around like 7 or 8, where like each one is another 3. You know what I mean? Like it's compounded annually or fucking daily on you.
Yeah, I like a golden ale. I was drinking Kona Golden Ales.
Ooh,
nice.
Hang 10, bro.
Yeah, dude. You're all right.
Yeah,
Tubular.
but. All that aside, we got a goddamn family episode, gang.
Yeah.
You guys know when you join a Patreon, you can we'll answer your garbage question on the air. It's just the best way to do it. Patreon gets the first crack at it. Shout out to the homies. All right, this one's just funny. This is from Garfield Lasagna. Ever wear a hat while pulling your pud?
Wear a hat.
Like you're too not ready for that. I feel. Have you ever had a hat on? And masturbated.
Huh.
That seems
maybe.
too... You're either...
If I'm all charged up and I like go into my room and lay down and go to work.
But you don't take your hat off? You got to have your hat. That's weird. It
comes off in the middle of it.
That's like having your shoes on.
What? You've never done that?
With my shoes on?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Not. It's like shaving. You go in, you get it done.
No, he's a nice lady. He lights a candle.
Yeah.
He sets the mood.
Huh.
You got to give me 9 Bud Lights.
Shoes for sure.
I don't think.
And hat, I would say maybe. I feel like I can somehow visualize me in the middle and like I take
got
my
a cowboy hat on. Good day, sir.
I got a war helmet on.
Can I trouble you for the Wi-Fi code?
I'll be back in a minute, partner.
You watch my horse. Yeah, no, that's crazy. It's a casual experience for me. Yeah, no shoes.
No shoes.
No shirt, no service.
Really?
Yeah, no shoes, no hat.
Huh.
Not that I know of. Not
You
that
never just had to get it out of you and just gone in and done your business?
But where? Where? I don't have shoes on at my house.
Yeah, hat on. I'm just picturing like a guy with a trucker hat in a truck with a bench sheet in front of a lake for some reason.
Yeah.
Sunglasses on for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that guy or you?
No, me.
Oh, yikes. Guy's plays a face. I don't know. That's it. It seems real, like you're trying to hide who you. It seems like criminal to me.
What, with the hat?
Yeah, it's a disguise.
Pull it down low.
Yeah. Got a fake beard on. Yeah, I don't like it. It's a little too not relaxed.
Huh. All right. Definitely garbage.
I mean, yes, for sure. Weird. I mean, the first thing I do when I get home is I take my hat off if I'm wearing a hat. I'm not sitting on the couch wearing a hat.
I wear it in. I forget that it's on. Wear it in sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes, but like as a rule of thumb,
I could be
my
like
shoes and hat are coming off when I get into a domicile.
I'll wear my Phillies hat sometimes when if I watch Phillies games at my house.
If you're masturbating during a Phillies game, though, you got.
Have you seen Bryce Harper?
Yeah, good point.
Gad.
If you are wearing a hat, I feel like you got to flip it to the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Like you're Stallone and over the top.
Have you ever had intercourse with a hat on? That's
Yeah.
when you flip it to the back.
I don't think so.
Yeah, beanie.
A beanie.
Outdoors in the winter.
Jesus.
Where are you, Alaska? What the fuck? Who's doing that?
Outdoors in the winter.
Outdoor in the
Man.
winter.
God love you. It's too cold for me.
No.
I only do indoor games after a certain time of the year. I like a dome. You're nuts. Whoa, are you kidding me? Outdoors?
You like dealing with the wind.
Dude, that's like wearing white after Labor Day. Nah, the patio gets closed early at the fucking at Foley's. You're nuts.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I have enough trouble if it's fucking perfect conditions. I need the habitable zone.
On that same tip, this is from Kyle. Ever wear a beanie over a baseball hat? That was a look for a while.
Crazy.
I did for sure. Junior high, skating days. Remember when the beanie with the brim came out? That was a fucking game changer.
Oh, the Tom Penny.
The Tom Penny. Why was it that?
It's Tom Penny.
He's a pro skater who rocked the beanie with a visor.
Yeah. They were...
Oh, the radar hat?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to make that work for me.
Took a very certain guy. You had to be slender, I feel.
Something.
I was like too big. It just didn't work.
That's Radar O'Reilly is who I was referring to from MASH. You wore one of those.
Or big, lots of dreads. If you had a bunch of dreads in there,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
maybe pull it off.
But I liked it. On paper, that looked cool. Because you could like casually go to the back, to side with it. I mean, they were dirt. You were not a classy guy rocking one of those. You was a kid where it was like, you definitely have single parent type thing.
I feel like you had a cigarette tucked in there.
Yeah. I would do that too in a beanie.
Really?
Sig in a beanie, working.
Man.
Yeah, for sure.
That is
There was a long
trash.
time when I was working with my family's construction company. There was a long time I was sig in the ear was like on deck.
Sig in the ear is all right.
I still do it like around here, like whatever.
Sig in the beanie or a sig in the visor turned backwards.
Who's doing that? What? Not one guy ever pulled that off. No one's ever.
Crazy guy killer.
I want to say too that there was a thing with the pack of cigs in the beanie flap for a while. Do you remember that? It could have just been my buddy's brother did that.
No. I can see that in like a Vietnam guy with his cigs up there.
Sure, it was kind of similar to that.
Like a dude at a gas station? Nah.
Where you from back in the world, McMullen? You're going to make fun of me for this.
Nuh-uh.
But for about 4 months, I was doing the pack of heaters rolled up on my sleeve.
I mean, yeah, of course that doesn't shock me.
Pulp Fiction had just come out, and I was in high school. Yeah. Soft pack.
I relatively get it. It makes sense. It's a cool look.
Short sleeve.
Hot, cool dudes pull it off.
Nah, not me.
The dudes that do pull it off are hot.
Oh,
Cool.
yeah.
You were not a hot, cool dude.
Yeah.
You were good looking, I'm sure, at that time.
Who's the kid you elbowed? The good-looking kid? Butler?
I don't know.
Austin Butler. He could pull that off.
Sure. I think it also takes a specific T-shirt to look cool in, too, which you do not have.
No.
I tried that one time. I was in my room. I rolled it up. I looked. I went, who do I think I am?
Yeah.
I took it out.
Just your
Gotta
flabby.
be able to fight if you do that.
Yeah, or have a hot rod.
Yeah, have a switchblade.
And like a chick with big bumblebee hair.
The
and
big
the
bonnet.
sheriff chasing you around because he knew you were no good.
You're from the wrong side of the tracks, but you're doing all right. You're turning it around.
Yeah, that was, I mean, beanies that they got like cool when we skate like 7th, for me, it was like 6th, 7th, 8th grade into high school. Like having a cool skate beanie or something, and then those visors dropped. That was a fucking.
They were not cool when I was a kid.
They were not. You didn't want, I remember as like a younger kid, they were like nerdy.
We called them stocking hats.
Yeah.
Put your stocking hat on. It's freezing outside.
It was the last thing you wanted.
They were brutal.
Fuck your hair up.
Because they changed. And I did the...
Well, they went from the old school, like, flip up, which were dorky, to the beanie. The actual beanie without the flip
The
up.
fisherman's is what...
I guess.
Where it starts.
No, the fisherman was
Or like what
up.
Mickey wore in Rocky. It didn't go below the ears. That's when they... That's the better beanie.
Without question.
They got to be shorter. And it's like smaller and tighter. We wore monsters.
Oh, man, they were so
They
corny.
would look like I was wearing like a gourd on my head.
They were a specific kind of fabric, too. They weren't the cool kind of fabric. They had a ball or something on the top.
And itchy. If you got a little bit of snow in there and it melted,
Rubbing with your oven mitts on.
man,
Yeah.
jam you up.
That's a tough look.
Yes, very.
Were you guys plastic bags over the shoes, winter guys?
Yeah.
Rubber bands?
Yeah, never worked. I feel like, they would always get wet, but yeah, that was huge for a very long time.
Just the most embarrassing feeling.
Yeah.
What were you wearing that? Were you ice fishing?
You didn't do that when you were playing in the snow?
No, fucking snow boots. Put your snow boots on. And bibs. We had bibs.
What are bibs?
Overalls.
Yeah, like, no, we had overalls on too.
Like snow pants with the clip.
Snow pants.
They were cool.
Yeah.
I remember.
No, they weren't cool.
No.
These were brutal.
No, those became cool again. But the coolest thing, I got them in, I want to say like 8th grade on sale at like some snowboard skate shop. It was called the G Spot, actually. My mom hated taking me to that place, and I didn't know why. Still don't. That place is a myth.
It's a great store, but you can never find it.
No, yeah. Just fucking, keep going a little further.
What about this, huh? That
I never knew. I mean, we started going in like 6th grade, maybe. It was not big. It was a standalone house that these fucking reefer heads turned into a skate shop. But shout out to it. It was called the G Spot. It was on Route 1 in Fairless Hills, right by the Oxford Valley Mall. Purple store, and it just said the G Spot. And I had no clue. And I remember my mom being like, I don't like taking it to this place. And I'm like, whatever, But I got a pair of snow pants that but like were jean cut. You know what I mean?
and they were thin.
They were thin.
Yeah.
They were like light gray. Fuck, you put a belt on them and stuff. And I was like, man, this is the epitome of cool.
Those were cool. Do you guys remember Gators?
Like the
Or are you too?
waders.
No, Gators. I think that's how they were called. Gators. It was when you skied in jeans. They were like windbreaker material. They'd go from your ankle to your knees to keep you like dry. Pretty sure it was Gators.
I think I know what you're talking about. They were like just for the ankle, like up to like the
Yeah.
Remember,
Dudes would rock them. Older kids would rock them. Like, fuck, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Couldn't pull it off.
Nothing's cooler than mittens that convert into the fingerless gloves.
man, I remember when those dropped too.
Mittens, dude, get out of here.
That convert into the fingerless
No,
gloves?
Then you got the flop, the turkey neck hanging down.
they-
Get out of
you
here
can
with
smoke
that.
cigs and
got-
pickpockets.
They got cool. That was snowboarders again. Snowboarders did that because it was mittens, so you could buckle. Like mittens got cool for snowboarders around some time because it was like it was like ironic that they were cool. And then once they had those that flipped out, catch heaters, you could do your bindings and stuff. It was all right.
Hate it, man. I was a Freaky Freezers man.
What?
You don't remember
I feel
Freaky
like you grew up
Freezers?
on another planet.
You don't remember Freaky Freezers? They were gloves that had like a little like design on them, and it only came out when
That
they were.
sounds like an ice cream that ended in a class action lawsuit.
Oh shit! Freaky freezers. I had these. I had this exact one, the robot.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You only could see the thing when it got cold.
Man, they tasted a certain way.
Hold on, I know what you're talking about. And they got a little wet, the foam underneath.
Yeah, because you have to like bite to like pull them. I would bite to pull them off. Man,
woo!
Shout out to
Plus, you get a little rock salt on there. Delicious.
Salt to taste, huh?
Eating your gloves.
Damn. That was a fucking blast from the past.
They were huge.
We had a trash bag.
I had to get a pair secondhand from my cousin. My mom would never buy them.
They were probably my brother's, or even somebody got. We had a black trash bag that smelled. I could smell it to this day, filled with the winter stuff.
Old winter
in
stuff?
the front closet. So it was the hats, the neck warmer, a scarf, a whatever, and it would be in there, man. And that first, you'd be digging, looking for the other one of those freaky freezers. And you could never. There's a hole in the one.
Yeah. That was good times.
I didn't know they were branded like that. The Robot Freaky Freezer. That's what I
had. They were huge back in the day. In the 80s, they were fucking huge.
They're
if you didn't have them, you were
I got to get a pair of them, dude. Damn. All right, this one's from my boy Pat, friend of the show.
There you go.
He texted me this, which I never thought. Do you say mirror or mirror, as in check the rear view mirror?
Check the rear view mirror. Mirror. Yeah, mirror.
Rear view mirror.
Rear view mirror.
But look in the mirror. This is weird.
Is there a mirror? I think I just say mirror.
For regular, for the
mirror.
The thing you look at to look at yourself in is a mirror. The thing to check behind is a rear view mirror.
Mirror.
Yeah.
No second R in there. Mirror.
No.
Just mirror. Rear view mirror.
Rear view mirror.
It's weird. Sounds real hillbilly.
Mirror.
Rear view mirror.
Rear view mirror. Mirror.
I don't know.
I think mine's like MEERER.
Yeah, mirror.
Yeah.
Like a meerkat.
Meerkat Manor. Shout out to that show. All right, and the same thing. This is from 8 effing aprons, $10 homie. How do you pronounce wheelbarrow? Wheelbarrow or barrel? It's barrel for me.
I think we've touched on this.
I'm sure we have at some point.
All of my life, and even now as we sit here, it's wheelbarrow. It's a barrel.
It's a barrel on wheels.
Yes.
Well, what's a barrow? Is nothing. Like
probably,
barrel outside of wheelbarrow.
A barrel
is a thing.
A barrow is probably like an old world
container
word.
or something.
Yeah, container. I had no idea.
Fetch me my barrow.
I had no idea it was a wheelbarrow.
What do you got on that, T-Bone?
A two-wheeled hand cart used especially by street vendors. British term.
That's the barrow.
Hello.
And it.
Also known as
They took me barrow.
also known as a luggage trolley.
A luggage trolley, dude. That's great.
Man, those Brits are goofy bananas. They really are. Someone,
Oh, God, go to a dentist and get a real dictionary, will you?
Someone commented on this TiVo episode like 30 seconds in when he said he was born in London. We both went, hello, and that. Like, I'm like, it's such a knee-jerk reaction to scream the second you hear it.
A wheelbarrow.
Yeah, that's
I say wheelbarrow.
Wheelbarrow, yeah.
Yeah.
Wheelbarrow. It's because of this show, and obviously now like talking for a living and so much, that I've just accepted, and you have too, of just like the words I say are wrong, I'm fine with. Does that make sense?
I'm very okay with
I'm
that.
like, yeah, that's just wheelbarrow. Everybody knows what I'm saying. Like library. It's library. I'm never going to say library. Is that even...
They should take your Amex away.
Yeah, I don't say that.
They can because it's...
Say it again?
Library. Yeah.
Sounds like a new flavor of White Claw.
The library.
People who pronounce library have never been in one.
Yeah, I say that, library.
Yeah, no, I'm not. You're not going to shame me. I just said I'm finally owning this, and I'm owning it.
Man, I didn't know that.
Uh-huh. I say others like...
Jesus. You're running this operation? That's a little unnerving. Plus, you don't know how many Bud Lights you had.
I just realized maybe that's that guy's way of flagging me. Maybe he thought I was too drunk. And was
Maybe.
like, yeah, I'll bring it to him. Maybe they had a board meeting. Like,
You had it, you old sauce. Souse, whatever it is.
Yeah. Damn. But I'm owning it. I say a bunch of stuff weird, and I'm fine with it. I'm
They
moving
just fill
on.
up a bottle of beer with water. Hey, here you go.
Yeah.
Pop up. Drink that.
All right, this one's from Matthew. Is it garbage to drink a fountain soda when the ice has already melted?
Ew.
Change it. It's not great.
Fresh ice.
Yeah, but I mean,
Fresh ice.
it kind of gets, like, it kind of scratches the itch, but it just doesn't. It's just cut with that much more water.
No.
If it's, like, been sitting in the cup holder in the car, and you take, it's usually kind of warm.
That first wave of ice really takes a punishment, too. They're the first guys on the beach.
Oh.
By the time the second wave, when you go to, you got to do fresh ice.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Got to.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It also depends on the ice. Sometimes you get that soft ice that kind of goes quick. If you get some hard, nice, good ice,
it ruins it.
Yeah.
It ruins it.
I know. Dude, like, I just picture a McDonald's cup, and, like, it kind of separates the water and the Coke.
It has that light film.
Uh-huh.
It's like pond water.
I know. But I'll still drink it. I don't give two shits.
Always fresh ice.
I've
lately been ordering a second cup of ice.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And give me the example. Hey, you're at a bar or dinner?
Anywhere.
Hey, sir, what can I get you?
Can I do a Mai Tai with a cup of ice on the side?
Whoa.
Yeah.
And then what do
just using Mai Tai as a thing.
Sure. And then you're just pouring that in there?
Yeah. And then taking the cup and pouring it into the container with ice, and then drinking out of that, and then filling it up as need be. I like a lot of ice.
That's pretty hoity-toity.
Like a lot of ice.
Huh.
Especially when I'm doing my business, when I'm crossing the river.
Sure.
I got to get fucked up.
Mm-hmm. I've said before, but one of my brother's all-time dirtbag moves was to order a double crown on the rocks. No, double crown on the rocks. Take a couple sip it for 5 minutes or whatever. So you're like getting a couple shots of and then go, hey, he'd go to the bartender, can you splash a little Coke in this? So for the price of one, you get a couple straight rips off the crown, then you get a crown and Coke.
Gentlemen.
Dude, I remember he's like, yeah, they don't charge you. He's like, you get a couple fucking whacks off it, and then you're walking around with a free mixed drink.
Yeah.
We figured out.
I like that.
That's all right.
No bartender's going to give you shit about
can I get a little splash of diet in there?
There you go.
Mm-hmm. Especially if you're fucking whacking them off. Unless you get that fucking...
And you just paid for a double crown, so you're cool.
Yeah.
Because a crown on the rocks is more expensive than a crown of Coke, right?
Yeah. Significantly. But I'm saying, like, he'd probably take, like, 4 swigs. And also, I think it was a way not to get too, And then he would do, like, another one of those.
Maybe that's what I'll start doing.
I remember a guy called on and was like, you're just, like, double dipping drinks here.
We figured out a bar in Chicago charged the same thing for a shot of Jameson as a Jameson neat, which is a healthier pour.
Sure.
Talk about Black Friday, bro.
Oh, yeah.
That was a deal for the ages.
Mm-hmm. Well, famously, when we were doing shows at Niagara Bar, all-time great New York City bar, dive
7th
bar.
and A.
7th and A. A lot of
Great
shows
bar.
in that back room. It's kind of like where punk rock started in New York too. It was a famous venue called 7A or 7 and A or something. They have like a historical New York City plaque in there of like all these like the fucking Ramones and shit have played there. But they would give you they had a buy one get one system. Remember that?
Yeah.
From 5 to 7.
I think we
stopped it.
Yeah.
Because it was from 5 to 7. So if you would buy a beer, they would give you a free token for a beer, right? So we would buy a bunch of beers during...
And they were cheaper.
They were cheaper. They were like $3 instead of $5. So we'd buy a bunch and get the tokens and then wait for them to wait till after happy hour.
That was when our love affair with Goose Island started up.
Man, the blackouts in that place.
Man.
Good night.
Goose Island IPAs. Screaming cold. Doing pints, too.
Yeah.
No chalices over there.
And then they finally called on. They're like, you can't.
So we'd save we'd have like a stack of chips.
Till they were $5 beers.
And then roll in.
Just walk up to the bar, all in.
Yeah. Dude, roll in there after 8. Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah. We take them home, come back with them the next night.
Yeah.
Dude, they were like, at one point, they're like, how many of these do you guys have? I'm like, fucking zip it, will you? Because we'd get some for running the show, too.
I might have gotten to the bag at one point, too. There was a bag of them.
Oh.
A little too close to
yeah,
the
sure. Hey, it was kill or be killed in them streets, dude. Those were tough times. But it is what it is.
Great bar, though. Great bar to go in and get hammered.
Also, you know the walls of that?
On a cold night. Yeah, the famous artist.
I think it's a famous Japanese artist who was just in there one night drunk, and like it was empty, and they let him draw all over the walls. And now they were like, these walls are worth like $5 million or something like that. They're behind plexiglass now. It's just like this famous Japanese artist doodles. It's pretty crazy.
You can't get me on a Goose Island.
Yeah,
I got the jet.
You're jamming me up.
I'm back there bombing.
Oh, man, I don't think I ever did well in that place.
Woo.
That place was
Whee.
a bomb box.
I ate shit back there.
Oh, man, every time. How is
Yeah,
it?
you were there one night,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Hanging out? Yeah. Good times.
Man, really thought we were doing it.
Getting drunk in New York City in the winter.
Oh, there ain't nothing better. Stumbling out, don't need a... You should have a jacket, but you're so drunk when you're catching a heater, you're all right.
Freshens you up a little bit. It's like a cup of coffee.
I got to step outside, get my bearings. I got to drive out of here.
Check my tokens. Make sure I'm flush for the next couple of rounds. Otherwise, I got to dip out.
All right, this one's from Jacob. Hey, Bozos, $10 homie here. Never had one read. What kind of license plate frame are you rocking? Do you have one?
No, but I had the option to have one, but I didn't use it. It's the place where we got
the dealership.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
not
rocking,
doing that.
I'm rocking a Carvana one that I have to take
Holy
off.
shit.
Yeah, that's just where I got. I mean, that.
On your new car?
Yeah.
You loser.
I know. I just
That's-
have. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Nerd alert, dude. Such a nerd. Every time I see it, I'm like, man, you're a dork.
I even debated. They put like this.
They're trashy.
They put the sticker on the back of the car now, like from the
decal.
from where you got it from.
Bergie's Auto Group.
Yeah, I was gonna try to wipe that off. I didn't know how they'd feel about that.
Uh-huh.
But then I realized if when I'm done this lease, I can take.
Oh, boy, here we go.
I can take that to so I have a Jeep. I could go to a Ford dealership and trade it in over there. So they would change the decal anyway,
Sure.
right?
Sure. I don't know. I just got an offer to get they want me in a new Kia Forte 2023.
Whoa.
Yeah. See, you're the reason I got jammed up in the first place. You're the bullshit car you got. Yeah.
This one they can steal easier, so they don't break your windows.
Yeah. we actually give them the keys.
Yeah, it's a tough look, man.
Oh, did you hear what I heard?
Unless it's like, U.S. Navy or something like that, or like the college.
I something real classy like chain link.
That's
Ah.
if on a lowrider, you gotta have chain link. That's all right.
That guy can fight.
Yeah.
Chain link.
Something subtle, unless it goes with the car. Like if you have like some sort of lowrider or something, you can do something of that ilk. But
That's the only time you can do that.
yeah,
The chain link barrier is absolute trash.
I might get a chain link barrier now that we talk about it. Class it up a little bit. Let them know I'm from the street.
Yeah, I may look pretty.
It used to be Carvana.
Yeah, it's a tough look, dude.
Yeah, they're not classy ever.
If you throw in Yosemite Sam or any type of Looney Tunes character.
Anything Looney Tunes on anything is a tough look.
For a minute it wasn't, though.
I like a Roadrunner mud flap on a 18-wheeler.
Mud flaps are fun. Yeah,
Yeah,
mud flaps are all right.
they're all right.
Yeah, Yosemite with the double barrel or whatever.
Yeah.
That's all right.
I feel like mud flaps have gone out of style. They still have those on big rigs?
Yeah.
They do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Huh.
Get a pair for you.
You ever get jammed up on your bike
What do you mean?
when you were a kid?
With mud flaps?
They have them. I see the delivery guys. They have like
So the rain doesn't fly up in your
yeah,
back.
I didn't know that when I was a little fat kid in fucking 8th grade, zipping around on my bike,
Show up.
showing up to my buddy's house looking like I shit my pants.
Yeah.
You know what I mean,
You
dude?
got the line up from the ass crack all the way up to your neck.
Tough look. Going to a little hangout by the playground with some chicks. Holy shit, his pants.
Just hanging out on the outside of the circle. Hey, what's up, man? Not letting anybody get behind you.
Standing face in on the merry-go-round the whole time.
The merry
The merry-go-round.
Yeah.
You know what a merry-go-round is?
Sure.
The thing that spins around.
I know. What 8th grader was going to do that?
Oh, we used to hang out there.
At the merry-go-round.
At the park. At the public park.
I'm thinking like...
You're thinking of an actual
Merry-go-round
merry-go-round with
is.
the up and down horses.
Sure.
Foley's
Well,
talking
that's merry-go-round. You're talking about
the twisty turny thing.
the metal thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw a video where they hooked a chain up to that, attached it to
So
a
a
truck.
dirt bike?
Got
Yeah.
hurt. They got hurt.
Those dudes' heads come off. They don't see that. They don't
That
think...
thing was dangerous without the fucking hooking it up to a thing.
Mm-hmm.
It had I don't know what the term for it is, but like the metal that had like the little like rivets on it.
Yeah, sheet metal.
Yeah.
I would get 9,000 degrees,
Man.
burning the back. I remember I went to Holland Elementary, and there was this stainless steel slide. Man, I'm talking. It should have been caution tape around it. We'd go out there and fucking, late August or early, dude, fucking sizzling. It was so long, dude. You'd be halfway down, like trying to jump off the middle. What the hell,
Your
man?
shirt goes up, naked skin on that.
It was also, I mean, like, it is, it was all just metal. I remember I was in, like, 4th grade when they finally put plastic in, and it's like, dude, you're coming with, like, blisters and stuff on your hands.
Yeah, they did that at Shady Grove Elementary, the year that I was, I think, in 5th grade. Old, bad jungle gym swing set like that could kill you. It was metal from Pearl Harbor that they reused. Brutal. Still had bullet holes in it and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And they came in. I don't know where they got this money, but this thing was state of the art. It was metal and it had the plastic covering around it.
Oh, yeah.
Woo! Had the little crow's nest where you can go up there with the
Steering wheel or whatever.
Oh,
A lot of them had that
man.
tic-tac-toe thing you could, like, flip around and play.
Yeah, they put the railroad wooden things around it to fence
ties.
it off, and then
Yeah.
mulch in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Woo, it couldn't tell us nothing.
Those hit big in the 90s for us. They were always, like, yellow and blue.
Mhm.
That's when it was like, oh, that's just, somebody just got moved. The taxes just went up in the
Yeah.
town to pay for that. Yeah.
Real nice.
Damn. Yeah. I remember getting so fucking hurt on those things, though.
Jam you
Fucking
up.
bee's nest everywhere. Good night.
Catch a wasp nest where you pull out a little cap on the end, peek in there, fucking 4 wasps sitting there looking at you with guns.
Yikes. Go back into class. You got fucking wood chips in your shoes and shit. Fucking suck. Smelling like a rat's nest.
That fresh mulch was tough.
Yeah.
Get that on you. Kicking, smell like a dead cat.
All right, this one's from Josh. Is it garbage if your local convenience store sells single batteries, both AA and AAA? They got to be opening the pack on that.
You get double A Lucy's?
What do you need one battery for? One battery?
Expensive, man.
But what's running off one battery?
You need one. One
That's what
works.
I'm asking.
You get one from the remote or one from somewhere else. You just need one.
That's a very New York bodega thing.
Sure.
Of like, you can buy the Lucy, you can buy a single stamp. They're doing whatever they're opening up packages. They're, here, take one potato chip. They don't care.
Give me a handful of Skittles.
Get a piece of gum out of here. Yeah, they really don't care. I remember that first time I learned I could buy one stamp. I thought it was like a drug deal. My roommate was like, "Yeah, just go into that corner store. They'll sell you a stamp." I was like, "One." In my head, I'm committing a federal.
How many stamps
I'm committing
have you
a
used
federal
in your
crime.
life?
2 to 3.
Enough.
Maybe 10. In my whole life, maybe 10.
Probably maybe 20.
What were you mailing?
Myself letters and stuff like that. Risque photos. My wife lived in Germany for a while, so I would send stuff like that.
Would you? Would you
Yeah.
write like letters?
I have, yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Did you put a little spritz of cologne on there? Put some
honey mustard sauce.
Put some lipstick on the end. Give it a smooch.
Oh my god!
I would send packages and
the
stuff.
spelling errors those letters were littered with, dude.
Sure.
You love letters.
I mean, you're really painting me into a corner on this one.
Welcome to the show. But you would send actual letters.
I have. I wouldn't,
Not with a package. Okay, I'm talking just a letter.
maybe once. Maybe once.
Man, if we get our hands on that.
I think I just found it not too long ago. Or a picture of it or something. Or she found or something.
Oh. What
Yeah.
color was the envelope? Did you go pink?
I used to steal the stationery from my day job. I did it.
From the law. She thought she was getting sued. I never opened them. Plausible deniability.
Yeah.
Said him
Nobody signed for that.
certified mail. Oh man, that's a tough look.
You're opening up your love letter with "To whom it may concern."
I never understood that. Remember when they tried to teach you how to write like a business letter, where it was like the address of who it was sent to, and then it was like almost like a CCC type thing. care of or whatever. There was like a name and an address and a name and an address underneath
Who was also
it.
getting a copy.
Oh, man, they tried to teach me that in high school.
Where? In jail? What are you talking about?
I don't know. I remember taking like, in some class, had to write like a formal letter in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't get it at all.
You don't say.
No, I didn't understand how to do that.
Dear parole board.
I knew to start a paragraph that you pushed in a little bit.
Okay, well, that's not that. Okay.
They don't do that no more, do they?
No, you do. I think. Yeah, for sure. If you're typing a paper, yeah. Oh, it's all now word processing does it all.
Because I've always been very impressed with you about how to do a business email.
Sure. I've worked in the business. I've worked at law firms and stuff.
I didn't think anybody put anything in the subject line.
Yeah, he said it to me very recently. He goes, people don't use that, do they? I'm like, everybody?
I thought that was like a faux pas. That was like saying,
Not that I know of, no.
like yelling.
What?
Yeah, I thought that was yelling.
That's how paranoid you are.
I didn't mean it like that.
Cyber Monday or something. Freaking. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I didn't get that shit at all.
Yeah. I learned it. I guess I learned some of it in business school, but I think I don't know. I mean, we never really like drafted letters. I learned all that stuff just from like papers and stuff, and then email. Like nobody was like sending. Everything was just done via fucking email. You learned that more email etiquette than anything.
Yeah, they were still teaching us how to write like a formal business letter.
I still don't like. I mean, like I'll do it with like the suits will send us stuff and like people will be CC'd and everything. And a lot of times I just cut all those people out and I'm like I don't
reply back.
I won't reply all.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, I don't need all these people in my business.
Power move. I like that.
This is between me and you.
Yeah.
Let's get the audience out of here. See if you're still a tough guy. See if you're still running your mouth behind closed doors. No, I do that shit with everybody.
See if you're still hitting me with the all caps.
Uh-huh. Well, it's just also too confusing. I don't, with like, a show or something. I'm like, I don't know everybody's name at the venue or the something. And then, I'm like, just give me all I need to know is the person I'm talking to. That was the same thing with business. And in business, you really have to keep it all. That's all like plausible deniability of like, if you circumvent the email chain and cut people out.
They know you're up to something.
They're up to, yeah. So they want to have, like, everybody's stuff is documented.
You might as well be going, psst, 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 yo,
she's a bitch, ain't she?
Reply, oh, fuck.
Well, there's big etiquette of that of, like, per my previous email means, like, bitch, if you ain't see it up there, like, I already done told your ass.
I don't know how to do any of that stuff.
Yeah, per my previous email means, like, you're fucking up, lady.
Can you do anything? You know anything about that stuff?
Buddy, I signed documents with an X. What are you talking about?
I think it's as much as I've sent Toby 3 emails.
I don't get any emails.
That's the way we like it, big guy. I mean, what would you email me?
I don't know.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Hey, buddy. It's just another form of communication you can bother me with.
Wouldn't mind getting my hands on that love letter, though.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. That's
sure,
crazy.
I know. That makes sense.
I know a love letter is it was more of a bit at the time.
I was more of a poem guy.
This is so much worse.
Yeah,
sure.
This is if you think this isn't a way for him to just cram in his poetry into the show, you're dead wrong. Nobody asked what you were, and he pulls out a scroll. Actually, I was more of a poem guy.
Book of short stories.
Toby, lower the lights here.
Sunny Day and Other Stories.
Life and Times of a Fat Ass. The Death of a Fat Ass. Yeah, no, it was more of like I just found it recently. It was more of like a conversation we were having via text at the time.
Wasn't romantic.
No, it was more like, I think she's like, I'm working. She's like, why don't you send me a letter or something? I was like, oh, here's your letter or something. It was like,
draw a wiener.
Me, you. Stick figures banging.
Yes, no, circle.
My boss comes, what are you working on, Kevin? That's just a Penske file.
You strike me as a pen pal kid. That you might have had a pen pal.
We had one. The schools would do, though. I think I had one.
Just writing convicts.
Will you marry me?
No pen pals. No letters to speak of, really.
I think one of my boys in college
Oh.
had like a serious pen pal all growing up. We didn't
They
know
always
this.
freaked me out.
And then he's like, my buddy's coming to, he's coming, like in college.
yeah.
Somebody
Steve's coming.
for the weekend.
Yeah.
And that was either hit or miss. Either
It usually missed.
if you were either best friends with that guy or you ended up watching him get beat up.
Dude, they always got in fights because they couldn't handle their shit. Every single time. They either blacked out, caused a scene at the pizza place, or got their ass kicked in the basement of a party.
Yeah,
Every time.
This dude showed up. I think he was Australian or something like that. And this guy caused a problem. And then, I think Saturday after the first night, we're like, how do you know this guy? Like, he's like, he was my pen pal growing up. I'm like, what? Your fucking pen pal?
Uh-huh.
You're vouching for this guy?
Yeah. That's nuts.
Writing letters in the summer?
That's nuts. I think I would love to. I don't think he would let me. My buddy, I think the street term is served a bid.
Uh-huh.
So I would write him letters.
Ah, that's cool.
Uh-huh. And he would write them back mad hood, which is crazy to write out fucking hood language. Like DAT would be that. You know what I mean?
How do you spell non, I'm saying?
He knew, dude. It was always great. Facebook was always nuts too when people would type hood and shit. You're like, what the fuck? You have to try to do that, dude.
I've never seen bitch ass written in cursive.
Fountain pen? I figured you got to do that in the can just in case anybody
can?
Yeah, when you're in the clink.
Yeah.
In case anybody gets their hands on
You
it.
really think you're someone else?
In case somebody gets their hands on it.
Sure. Yeah.
You know? They
Can't write love letters. Sending kites.
whispering sweet nothings.
I mean, it's
telling your mom how hard it is. They'll get you.
It's a great clip that I love. But did you ever see the talking on the
I would
toilet?
I would be putting in, did you kill that motherfucker yet? Somewhere. P.S. Did you kill that motherfucker yet?
P.S. I'm mad as shit, yo. And ending the sentence with yo written out is crazy, dude. Yo, y'all be wowing. Yeah, he would send us these mad hood letters, dude. It was crazy. It was nuts. All written wild, like exclamation points and shit, like tagged up. Like, like some things would take up like...
Talk about feeling obligated to write him back. You can't just leave him hanging. Because then he's getting out.
I know.
You didn't write me.
I know. But still a good friend. Served his time, paid his debt to society. Now he's fucking killing it.
There you go.
He's doing better than some other guys in the team, which is crazy. Dude, he got out of jail. Got a job in like a work release program, and then he got my other buddy a job who wasn't in jail. We're like, dude, he had a 4-year head start. He had a 4-year head start on this guy. He's getting you a job. What are you even doing this whole time? God. But we got to wrap it up, gang. That's the time for today.
Gang, love you to death.
Uh-huh.
Probably a couple tickets left for that Philly show.
Yeah, Philly show. I don't have my numbers in front of me, but very limited tickets, if any. Get them, Johns, now.
And we'll see you there, and we love you, and we'll see you next week.
Peace.
Peace.